Buckle up, listeners, because today we're taking a deep dive into something truly wild.
Wild is right.
We're talking about toddler roller coasters, folks.
Miniature thrills, maximum brain power.
Well, that's what a recent study from the Institute for Questionable Studies is claiming.
Oh, the name itself already has me intrigued.
Right. Published in the Journal of Things No One Asked For, this study suggests that those tiny roller coasters, the ones with the gentle loops and drops, could actually be boosting toddler brain development.
Hold on, so are we saying those plastic play sets are like secret genius factories?
That's what they're implying. And you know what? Before we completely dismiss it as pure silliness, they actually did observe 300 toddlers over 6 months.
300 toddlers. That's a lot of tiny test subjects.
A lot of potential chaos too, I'd imagine. But hey, science is science, right?
I suppose so. But what did they actually find? Like, what kind of genius are we talking about here?
Well, they claim these mini thrill rides led to improvements in spatial awareness.
Okay, spatial awareness, that makes sense. Toddlers need that to, navigate their world, figure out shapes and spaces.
Exactly. Plus, they say it even boosted their balance.
Yeah, balance is key too, especially at that age when they're, still figuring out how to walk and run and not constantly topple over.
Precisely. But wait, there's more. They also observed an uncanny ability to hum the mission. Impossible theme among these roller coaster riding toddlers.
Now that's just bizarre.
I know, right? Is it a coincidence? A side effect of the G-forces? Who knows? But it's definitely one of the more unexpected findings of the study.
Well, it certainly adds to the entertainment value of this whole thing.
It really does. But speaking of entertainment, the toy industry has already jumped on this bandwagon.
Oh, I bet they have.
Fisher-Price has released the Big Screen Baby Drop 9000.
You're kidding?
Nope, it's real. It has a mini corkscrew.
A corkscrew. For toddlers?
For toddlers.
Yeah.
And get this, it comes with fear-canceling headphones for parents.
Oh, the irony. A toy designed to stimulate a toddler's brain while simultaneously providing a way for parents to tune out the noise.
That's marketing genius right there. But it does make you think, are we really witnessing a cognitive revolution in toddlerhood thanks to these mini roller coasters? Or is this just clever capitalism at work?
That's a great question. I mean, it's hard to say for sure, but one thing's for certain. This study has certainly sparked a lot of conversation, both serious and humorous.
Absolutely. And speaking of the humorous side of things, the article also shared some hilarious anecdotes from parents.
Oh, I'd love to hear some.
Okay, so one mom, Melanie, she jokes that she hasn't sat down since 2021 because her toddler is constantly demanding roller coaster rides.
Oh, poor Melanie. I can feel her pain.
Right. And then there's Frank, whose son now insists on being called Captain Speed and critiques their family car for lacking thrilling features.
Captain Speed, that's amazing. Kids really do say the darndest things, don't they?
They really do. But these stories, while funny, also highlight the realities of parenting toddlers, even those who apparently have a need for speed.
Yeah, those endless demands, the constant negotiation, the sheer energy those little ones have. It's all part of the adventure.
It definitely is. But not everyone's on board with this potential toddler thrill-seeking trend.
Oh, really? Who's against it?
The American Association of Boring Childhoods issued a warning against a slippery slope.
A slippery slope to what?
Well, they're worried about things escalating to, and I kid you not, toddler skydiving and demolition derbies.
Okay, that's a bit extreme, even for me.
Right. I mean, I get their point about maybe there being a limit how much adventure is appropriate for toddlers, but demolition derbies, come on.
I think they might be exaggerating a bit there. But it does bring up an interesting point. Where do we draw the line between healthy stimulation and potential overstimulation?
Yeah, it's a question every parent grapples with.
Yeah.
And it's one that probably doesn't have a simple answer.
Probably not. Every child is different, and what might be exhilarating for one toddler could be overwhelming for another.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So where does the study's author, Dr. Spinella, stand on all of this?
Well, of course, she suggests that a few roller coaster rides might make your kid 23% cooler at daycare.
23%, that's very specific.
It is, isn't it? But on a more serious note, she does emphasize moderation.
That makes sense.
She acknowledges that even miniature G-forces can have potential downsides if they're excessive.
So a bit of a reality check amidst all the fun and games.
Exactly. It's a good reminder that even when we're talking about something as seemingly lighthearted as toddler roller coasters, it's important to maintain a critical perspective.
And maybe a sense of humor too, right?
Absolutely. A sense of humor is essential when navigating the world of parenting, especially when it comes to the ever-surprising and sometimes baffling world of toddlers.
So listener, what do you think about all of this? Are you ready to embrace the potential brain-boosting power of toddler roller coasters? Or are you sticking to the tried and true methods of nurturing those little minds?
Maybe a bit of both is the key.
Maybe so. Whatever you choose, just remember, a critical eye and a sense of humor are your best allies in the wild and wonderful journey of raising a tiny human.
Couldn't agree more.
And that's our deep dive for today. Until next time, keep those brains stimulated, those laughs coming, and those tiny humans entertained.